So today we will be continuing the Art of Giving series, and this is part 2 where we give to ourselves. This is where we will be creating repetitive patterns and doodle art just so we can increase our calmness and our peace of mind. This should help create a relaxed space. So what you need a journal or just a piece of paper. This is the journal that we made in week 1. You need a ruler, a pen, and this is optional, but a jar lid or a circular object of some sort that can be traced. I'm not starting with the first couple of pages just because I plan to do something with that next week. But for this, just take the time to draw some lines and some shapes, and this should be just very basic outline stuff. It can be a pattern or like a shape, just whatever you want, but this should help get your mind in a creative flow. And as you can see, I'm overlapping my design a bit, and this should give it a more interesting shape. And once you're happy with your very basic outlines for each individual piece, you'll create a different pattern. And doing this repetitive pattern or this repetition, which is repeating an action or doing something over and over again, will help you relax a bit. I wouldn't recommend using a pencil. I would only recommend using a pen because it's less about making mistakes and more about just getting your mind into a peaceful state. You can of course make this as complex or as simple as you would like. Take your time with this process. Maybe listen to the environment around you. For me, that's birds chirping, cars going by. Make sure to give your hand a break so it doesn't cramp up. You can also just kind of draw things or doodle. And drawing, or doodling, is actually the act of drawing without thinking. And because we're trying to just focus our mind into the drawings and to, relax it, this can also be considered doodling. And to make the pattern stand out more, you can contrast the dark and the light, and that will make the pattern stand out more. And by contrast, I mean having more darks and more lights rather than medium tones, where they're kind of in between, will make it more defined, like the dark here versus the white here. Okay, thank you for joining me today for repetitive patterns and doodle makings, and hope to see you next time in the next video. Bye.